am El. This is the second episode of Ask El, in which I will be answering the remaining questions that were submitted by fans. Let's get started. Jeremiah Wicks asks, should the creators of Death Note make a series based on El's backstory and or the BB murder trial? I've always wanted them to make an anime series about El's past, especially since Death Note already mentioned El working with Naomi Misora. It is somewhat disappointing to meet El in his final case. Adrian San Miguel asks, what are effective ways to change society's perspectives and mindsets to be more open and more critical? The problem here is that society is comprised of a huge variety of different socioeconomic groups and individuals with their own interests and beliefs. Now, most people around the world want to see improvement. The problem isn't that most people don't want change. Near everybody does. The problem stems from the fact that due to differing interests and beliefs, there are great differences in opinion on how things should be done. Say, for example, you were able to get on live television and have it broadcast worldwide. Furthermore, it was guaranteed that everybody on the planet would tune in and listen. There would inevitably be some people who would agree with you and some who don't. Your ideas may reach certain groups, but fall on deaf ears to everyone else. The question that seems to follow is, why is it that the same advice or ideas that are effective for one person simply are not to another? It's because of what I may refer to as place of mind. The people listening may understand every word you're saying, but unless they've had the right experiences to reflect on, they simply won't be able to consider what you're saying in the way you intended. So speaking to everyone probably won't work. What other options are there? Well, there are actions and events. For example, much of the United States in the early 1970s were in similar place of mind after their successful moon landing. As a country, they had achieved something new and great. Passions were high, confidence was up. As a country, they were in some senses unified. In summary, the way society changes is usually through nationwide or worldwide events, which in some way unites everyone towards the same goal. Shadow R asks, what are your views on the Ship of Theseus paradox? For those of you who are unfamiliar, the Ship of Theseus paradox is a thought experiment usually expressed in the following way. Take a wooden ship and remove one of the boards, replacing it with a new one. Then pull out another board and replace it. Continue this over and over until one by one you've replaced every piece of the ship. In the end, you're left with an identical ship. So the question is this the same ship you started with? If by the end of this process you've replaced every piece of the ship, then the short answer is no, this is not the same one. It is merely an identical ship. However, what would you say if instead of replacing every piece, you replaced everything except for the main frame of the ship? Then perhaps it is still the same ship and has simply been refurbished. Let's use a different example of the same sort of thing. The human body replaces its cells for various systems at different rates over time. In fact, nearly every system is constantly regenerating, such that every 12 years or so, your body has entirely new cells. However, there are only a few regions in the brain that do not regenerate over time. These areas are primarily involved with visual and spatial memory, as well as to some extent the hippocampus, which is your primary memory center. Despite the fact that over time your body has different cells, you still refer to it as your body. So what is it about you that is being retained despite your actual composition being different? Is it just that these areas of your brain that stay the same give you your sense of self? That these are what retain your identity? This seems like the same thing as replacing every piece of the ship except for the frame. Everything except for that which makes it itself. You could also argue, with the Ship of Theseus problem, that once one board is pulled up and replaced, it then becomes a part of the original ship, such that repeating this process does not culminate in the ship eventually being a different ship, but instead that the essence of the thing is maintained, and in the end, it's still the Ship of Theseus. But then again, it's called a paradoxical problem for a reason. Moving on. Mark Eckberg asks, do you think Death Notes could exist? For example, during genocides in the world like the Holocaust, all the people had to sign their names on documents to enter the camps. If Death Notes are real, is it possible that this is how genocides occur, as if from nowhere? I see your point, but the difference between something like a concentration camp registry and a Death Note is that signing your name in a camp registry isn't the actual cause of your death, whereas the Death Note is. One of the How It Works pages for the Death Note actually says that not much is known about the Death Note's origin. They've been around since before the Shinigami came, but somehow the Death Note has the supernatural ability to cause a person's death. Jose Bautista asks, do you think someone like Elle ever thought about having a social life, even a very small one? Or is he so involved in his interests that he never really thought about it or cared? Even Light had a social life before he got the Death Note, though he might not have enjoyed it. I know L is a fictional character, but it's something that I'm interested in. I think that L does and always has wanted one, but social interactions just confuse him. He tells Light in the series that he feels he is the first friend he's ever had. Later on, he also says to Misa, "Now I've made yet another friend," in sort of a happy tone. So yes, I think L wants friends, but isn't sure how to go about it. Also, his main interest is his work, and remaining anonymous is somewhat necessary to be L. If you think about how he was raised in an orphanage by Watari, in fact, one that trains them to do just what L does, it is very likely that he was raised to focus on his work and not waste time making friends. Mary Delardo asks, what would you do if you found out about Rem's plot to write your name on the Death Note a day before he does it? Well, it would be apparent that I'm unable to do anything to stop it because Rem is a Shinigami. However, it would be equally apparent that Light Yagami was behind it. As the saying goes, an eye for an eye. Personally, I'm inclined to say that I would take Light down with me, though I'm not sure the real L would do the same. Perhaps instead of killing him, I would resort to extreme torture to uncover the method he kills before my inevitable death. Remember, at this point in the anime, L was unaware of the Death Note. Justin Tedrow asks, what is your opinion on A and B? As for A, though it appears in chronological order of sequence and precedes B, it is unclear that this is the better option. The simple fact that A comes before B says nothing about its efficacy. We have to ask ourselves if A was chosen and arbitrarily assigned to represent the contents of said option, or if it were designated as such because it is the preferred option. However, with B, the plan would never have been developed unless A were doubted in some way, so the question remains of whether A or B is the right option. As for now, there is no logical way to choose A or B. Isaac Emmanuel Rains Bormit asks, if you were guaranteed honest answers to 3 questions, what will the questions be and to whom will you ask them? The questions would be as follows. 1. What do you want most in life? 2. What would you have done differently in the past? 3. Are you living to your potential? I would ask these questions to myself. It's not always easy to give yourself an honest answer, and I think these 3 are questions we should all keep in mind and try to answer honestly to ourselves. Satyam Kumar asks, how can anyone be as smart as L? I believe nearly anyone has a true genius potential, but not necessarily in the same way as L. See, this is what I think is so great about the human race. Every person has their own experiences to reflect on and their own particular way of doing things. Each person, through the right amount of self-discipline and motivation, can achieve great things. It is important to be true to yourself. You may be asking, what on earth does that mean? I agree, it seems cliché, but it means to not deceive yourself by trying to emulate features which are discordant with your nature. I don't mean to say that people can't change or can't develop in ways that don't come naturally. Of course you can. What I'm saying is that each of us have our own unique way of doing things, and it's important to try to nurture those aspects of ourselves, to grow in those areas and be the best version of you. This answer may not satisfy your question, so I'll give a second one as well. There are 2 key aspects that any strong thinker needs to apply in order to truly excel as L or perhaps as Sherlock Holmes does. The first is good observation. It is very common for people to have a sort of inner narrative running in their heads most of the time. This narrative is expressing how you feel about the things you're seeing and how you're interpreting them. You have to learn to recognize when you're doing this and, equally importantly, separate your interpretation of what you're seeing from the actual facts of the matter. I'm going to say that again. Separate your interpretation of what you're seeing from the events that are actually occurring. This is important because after it's all said and done, you're much more likely to remember the narrative version of events instead of the actual reality. This results in a skewed version of the world that, at best, leaves you somewhat delusional. Any amount of good logic applied to distorted facts will inevitably result in poor deductions. The second is imagination. You have to be able to take the things you've learned by observation and play with them in your head, move them around, and see how the pieces fit. More often than not, even the best observations will result in only seeing certain pieces of the puzzle, an incomplete image. Your imagination can be a powerful tool in this regard. It allows you to take an incomplete puzzle and fill in the gaps by creating an imaginary picture that lines up with the facts. Furthermore, I'd like to recommend one of my favorite authors, Maria Konnikova. Buy and read her book, Mastermind, How to Think Like Sherlock Holmes. She goes into great detail about Sherlock's thought process and methods. Practicing and applying this mindset is certainly a step in the right direction. Thank you for watching. I hope my answers have satisfied your questions. Please feel free to comment with more questions that I can use for future episodes of Ask Go.